Mic test. Okay, I'm live. I don't know. Okay, so let's take a look at some past year papers. How do I check? Hmm, How do I check? Can you guys hear me? I I do not know how to see the. Okay, yeah. So anyway, um, okay. So there's a few tricky questions. I'm going to go through some of tricky questions, but I think more importantly, I'm going to study A/B trees, right? So I haven't really gone through A/B trees before. Yeah, so that's what I'm really gonna go through. If any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. Welcome, Xiong Chin Lum. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna find a PDF to open. Uh, if anyone can drop me like the PDF for AB trees, that recitation would be great because I'm trying to look for it now. Is it recitation two? No, that's Pancake's fault. Okay, and this type of questions, I think I also want to go through this type of questions because it's appeared many times already. I think it's appeared at least twice. Yeah, you see across 2 different years, it's appeared twice. Right? So that's probably gonna be useful. Let's see if this midterms okay, solutions. Um, can explain sample paper question 6. Can you just drop me the? Oh, wait, I found it. But do you have the answers? Do you have the answers to the sample paper? Okay, let's begin with the request, I guess. PF1101. Unfortunately, I'm not taking it. So sadly, no, but I can come by and explain it a bit. Maybe we can work on some past years questions on paper. Yeah, that'd be great. If you can drop me on Telegram the past year question on AB trees, that'll be that you want me to go through, that'd be great. Do you like cheddar? I do like cheddar cheese. Sample question 6, the only one with a sample solution. Okay, this one. Uh, Wait, but but you have the answer. I don't have the answer. You can really just drop me the PDF on Telegram, would be great. Oh, it's just here. Is it? Uh, oh yeah, yeah, it's just down here. Eh? Wait, but question 6 doesn't seem to have. Am I tripping? Question 6D, 6E, 6G. What is 6G? What is 6G? Middle of the pack. 6G, what is the running time? Just the first few parts enough. Okay, sure, sure. Okay, let's take a look at so the plan today is I guess question six. Notepad. Let me open Notepad and describe the plan. So the plan is question six of sample paper. It's great that you guys are telling me the more challenging problems because I also want to find out what are the more important issues to focus on. Then I'm gonna study A/B trees because I don't know if it's tested or not. Some people tell me yes, some people tell me no. Both of them come from the problem setter himself, I guess. So I'm just gonna study it just in case because I currently do not know anything about it. If it comes out, I'm actually screwed. So yeah. So okay, this one like a trolling question. Sing wants to ask me about it. Okay, sure, sure. So the plan is sample six, and then I gotta go at around I think 8:30 for dinner. So like, say hi to Gabriel. Hi. Yeah. Hi. He's you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Fish. Jacob's boyfriend.
Wait, hold up.
Jacob's boyfriend. I stay in the room beside.
My girlfriend is watching the stream, you know.
Never mind lah. You can have girlfriend and boyfriend mah. Why need one only?
That's
Oh,
crazy.
another one.
Hello, this is Omar.
Is it appearing? Oh, the first delay. It's
Yeah, it's a small
the real
delay.
one is
The real one is here.
introduce yourself. Right? I
Oh, introduce yourself to the stream.
Hi, I'm Omar. I'm year three. I took 2040 non-S version last year.
Do you want to
Fun mod.
sit down with me and Ling?
Right, what's this?
Okay, so let's not get distracted. Let's look at question six of sample paper.
Call you distraction.
So okay, middle of the pack. So this guy wants to adopt huskies of it's quite particular size. So huskies are in pairs of integers, one for the ID and size. And so basically we want a data structure that you can insert huskies to the data structure, find the minimum, the maximum, and the median. And I think we need to code it out, and we may assume that the ABL tree is not augmented with weights. So I think the standard approach is just to have two ABL trees. I'm not sure if that's allowed. Um, yeah. So the idea, I guess, that first comes to my mind. I'm not sure if it's correct or wrong, but have one ABL tree here that keeps track of huskies below below the median. So there's going to be one special husky. That's not a dog. It's going to be one special husky that is the median, and he's the median, and we keep track of the median. So we can keep track of the left, or rather the huskies that are smaller than it, and the huskies that are bigger than it. Okay, I think left and right are not the best words to describe it. I'm just gonna call small and big. So these are the small huskies, and these are the big huskies. So so as we insert more and more huskies, we decide whether they go into the left, the small one or the big one, the small tree or the big tree, and we update the huskies accordingly. Right? So small husky, you can keep track of the minimum husky here, the maximum husky here, and as we insert more and more and remove huskies, do we remove huskies? No, we don't remove huskies. But as we insert more and more, we can probably update the median as we go along, right? Or if we want, we can kind of just throw this husky into the small one, and we can just say that the median husky is the largest husky in the small basket. So yeah, so we're supposed to implement this. Um, okay.
I got a question.
Oh, you mentioned yeah.
So I forgot. Why can't we use linked list? Why area tree?
So linked list. Okay, so the difference between a linked list and a AVL tree is that linked list is like it's a data structure that keeps
It's
track
in
of it
two,
linear.
like just two.
Oh,
Two linked lists.
because we need these to be sorted. So like let's say we have a
Oh,
linked
is it?
list, right? Let's say we have 1, 3, 5, and uh 20. Then let's say we insert 7, right? So if we add add husky set with weight 7, we need it to be inside here. But linked list you can only easily insert it at the
Okay,
front of
okay.
the end.
That
Yeah.
means like the question said needed to be settled.
Um, we need it to be sorted because we need to maintain the minimum and maximum and the median. Okay, bro can help me with this question. Just yeah, sure. Just send me the send me the PDF on Telegram if you have it. Consumer
What's
Protection
your
Act.
Telegram? What's your Telegram? They want to know your Telegram so
Oh,
that they can send you the
they do
question.
know. They do know. These are all well, no personally.
Oh,
Yeah.
what if it's someone you don't know? They want to ask
Then
question. I think you need to give your Telegram top left corner.
you can send a link in the Zoom in the chat. I mean, you can send a link to it in the chat. Okay, so so we need to write down the number of variables and stuff like that. I think there's some flexibility around the design. Um, yeah, so we just need to implement it. Median, min, max. What runtime complexity? This be this so add husky will be the runtime of
Telegram
the
accounts. Got two Telegram accounts.
so the runtime complexity of add husky and median and main and max will just be log n for all of them. And so yeah, so let's take a look at I think there's a lot of correct implementations, but we can we can go through the sample one. Okay, we can go through the sample
I'm
one.
gonna text that.
Um, and yeah, so we see that yeah, in fact there is two AVL trees, right? This is kind of like C plus. Wait, no, this is Java, I guess. Yeah, this is Java. So it's just pseudocode. I think we're going to. Good night, good night, bye
Good night.
bye. Those are my neighbors. Yeah. Um. So hi Sajal, welcome to the stream. With AVL tree, we can find min max and log n. Yeah, we can find min max and log n. That's right. Because it's a it's a tree with height log n, right? So you can just go left, 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 all the way, right? So let's say we have something like that. So you just go left, 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 left all the way, and then at the end, if we cannot go left, we can go right, until we hit the leaf, and that will be the minimum guide. So yeah, yeah. So okay, so yeah, back to this. So we have a small tree and a big tree, and wait, okay, scrolling is a bit annoying. I'm gonna open up another tab. I'm gonna open up the tab like this. Um, this one will be it. Okay, so I'm gonna open up another tab so that I can have access to both. And see both at once. Okay. Question: How can we find median in O1 if we use variable to keep track of median? Oh yeah, actually we can. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. So instead of doing the yeah, actually that's a better answer. Instead of doing so the answer to this will be at husky will mm, be O log n. This will median will be possibly if we use a variable we keep track of it, we can actually be O1, right? I think so. Yeah. The min husky will be log n, and the max husky will be log n also. Yeah. Hi. Hi Zach, welcome to the stream. Um yeah, so let's take a look. Um so any data structures we need to use. Yeah, these are the data structures that we need to use. Um, and then we have a add husky. Oh no, these are all example solutions. Um, oh I see. So I think we must write like the pseudocode in a certain style. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of the pseudocode is kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't really like the pseudocode, but I think I'll try to opt for something like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the negative examples. The negative examples are unclear and risk of losing marks. Okay, I think okay, sure. I think so that concludes Q6A. Um, Okay, so let's take a look at 6B, right? So if the trees are of the same size, okay, so if the trees are of the same size, then we insert the new husky into the larger tree, and we get the smallest. Okay, so in this case, I think the assumption is that in this case the assumption is that the larger tree will always have let me see. Sorry, give me a moment to process it. So in this case, there's many ways to keep track of the two sizes, but I'm just trying to understand the example solutions, like design choice, right? So okay, in this case, okay, so if they're differing sizes, we always insert into the smaller tree, right? If they're differing sizes, we only insert into the smallest tree. And this could also be the case where even if the smaller tree has more huskies, we still insert to the smaller tree. And I'm curious, I'm very confused why. Shouldn't we choose the tree as a smaller size? Um, yeah, I'm actually quite confused by this answer. Um, I'm confused why they get a minimum value here. Shouldn't it be maximum? Okay, so let's maybe reading the pseudocode might help. Um, so if both trees are the same size, insert into the larger tree. Okay, that matches what we see up here with the code here. And remove the key value pair with the smallest key, right? The smallest key out of the large tree and insert it into the small tree. Okay. Wait, I think something's a bit weird here. They say largest, but over here I say get minimum. I think, is this a typo? I think it's a typo. This should be get maximum, right? Yeah. Uh, yeah, and I'm not sure if I really uh okay, so in this case, let's start off from 0, 0. Like let's say the sizes of both trees are 0 and 0 for small and large. When we first insert the first husky, it's gonna go into the okay, I suppose get minimum value, it removes it also, does it? I I'm genuinely a bit confused because um it seems that large tree and small trees are going to have a lot of duplicate huskies, right? I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it seems like large tree and small tree are going to have a lot of duplicate huskies because imagine I after this it'd be actually 1, 1, right? After you insert just one husky, you insert to the large tree, you get a minimum of the large tree. You do not delete it from the large tree, and you insert the same guy into the small tree also, right? So I could be mistaken. But it's gonna be 1, 1. Yeah, actually, I'm not even sure. This seems a bit weird. Okay, let's take a look at. I have a bit of a. I don't really understand this solution. I think it's a bit weird. Um, but let's take a look at the query, right? Uh, the query for the median husky, min husky, max husky. Wait, what? 6D and oh wait. I think we are. Oh wait, this is not the answer. This is the. Is this even the answer? I think this is given to you. Is this given to you? So I'm really not sure what is given and what is not. Uh, so I think we're asked to implement it. We're asked to implement the. Yeah, we're asked to implement the mid husky. Um, but if are we is this are we supposed to work off based on their example solutions? Like, wait, what? Isn't this just how is example 6C correct? We add a husky. What I think this is weird. I think they meant to say this is supposed to be not add a husky, but it's supposed to be median husky. Yeah, seems like the sample paper is full of bugs. Um okay, I think since it's full of bugs, I'm just going to I'm just gonna write my own logic. Roughly speaking. So yeah, because I think the sample paper implementation has bugs. So let's just sketch out what the idea is roughly like. So I'm gonna maintain two two trees and the median also, like what QK suggested. So I'm gonna maintain two trees. So initially they're gonna be sizes 0 and 0, right? They're gonna be sizes 0 and 0. So when I insert a husky, let's make the design decision that we want the small tree to be possibly bigger, right? Because we might have a okay, so the best case um in general we want to have a small tree, we want to have small tree, large tree, and the median is just gonna be one husky. So so yeah, QK, yeah, you have a good point. It's just I'm confused by what the sample paper solution here is saying. What you said is correct, but this is not what this is not what this does not do what you described. Right? This actually inserts the same husky into both the smaller tree and the larger tree. So I think this has a bug. I don't know if it's a problematic sample paper or if this is not a past year paper, right? So I don't know. I'm confused by this entire thing. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna make my own design decisions from here, right? Yeah. So we'll be mainly concerned where if there is an odd number, right, of elements, then median will be one, and this will be some number x, and this will be x, right? And if there's an even number of huskies in total, so this is 2x plus 1, right? And if it's even, we can make a design decision whether we want to put in the extra husky in the small one or the large one. In this case, I think it's going to be easier if we just put it in the small one. So this is going to be, if this is 2x plus 2, and this is going to be x plus 1, it's going to be 1 and x. So I'm going to make this design decision. And that's going to roughly shape our code, right? So what the code is going to look like is going to be for add husky, right? It's going to say if the small dot size equals to large dot size. So in this case, I want to insert in a small one. So I'll say small dot insert, right? Otherwise, otherwise I'll always insert it into the uh yeah, I'll always insert it into the larger one, right? Because if the sizes are not equal, okay, so if the size is not equal, then that means we are in the second case, right? And in the second case, we want to make the large one bigger. So else large dot insert, right? So this is what I'm gonna do, and we're not done yet, right? Because we have a median, with a median to update. So we could have a case where we insert oh wait, sorry, I'm tripping. Else we actually need to be very careful here, right? Because there could be a case. Okay, so if the sizes are equal, we insert in the smaller one. Um, if the sizes are not equal, would there ever be a case where the large one has more? I don't think so. Right. Sorry. So let's insert in a large one. Um, if we insert in a large one, okay, now we're concerned about rebalancing, right? Median needs to be log n. Uh, I don't think so. I think we can push it to the add husky. I think we can push a log n-ness to the add husky method, right? Because let's take a look. Okay, so this feels a bit. How do I update the median? Um, okay, so in this case, we need to care about whether. Okay, so let's say we have inserted. Let's say the huskies right now are 1, 2, 3, and this one is a 4, and this is a 6, 7, 8, right? And so in this case, we're actually in the first case over here, right? Where there are two equal ones. So if we insert a husky, we're gonna first insert in here, right? So we need to care whether the the inserted husky is replaces the median, right? So the median husky is kind of um, in an elevated position. So I'm actually gonna need to move this down a bit. Um, so so yeah, so if let's say we insert the 5 over here, right? In this case, we were in the first case, and we were in this branch, right? In this branch over here. So we're actually gonna need to um do if s dot top, if s dot largest or whatever, right? If s dot top equals is larger than the median, and we kind of want to do a swap kind of thing, right? So we say median equals to s dot top, and then we say s dot top. This is not the official like method. You get the idea, right? I'm just popping the top guy, and then I insert. Okay, but before that, I need to create a temporary variable to. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna move this down. Unfortunately, there's no select on this crappy Internet Explorer kind of the Microsoft Edge browser. So I'm gonna need to delete everything. So we're gonna say s dot insert. We're gonna need to create a temporary variable to store the top guy first. So temp equals to median, right? And we say median equals to s dot top and s dot top. I'll remove the top guy, and then s dot insert, and then s dot insert temp, right? Does this make sense? So if let's say I see a 5, I inserted a 5, um, I inserted a 5, let's say I inserted a 5, and it's bigger than 4, it's bigger than the current median, then I need to, actually no, this is bad, right? I think this is a bad decision. Because it could be that if I insert based on the sizes of the small and large ABL trees, it could be that I insert like a 10, right, into the small tree, and then I'll need to bubble it all the way to the top. Yeah, actually this is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. Um, yeah, sorry, this is a bad I'm gonna redo everything. This is a bad design decision to begin with. Um, I shouldn't be concerned about the sizes at initial point, right? I should actually be more concerned about um okay, I'm gonna start typing it out because it's- writing it out is actually slower. Okay, so I'm gonna say uh no, I'm just gonna try to add in guy. So this is gonna be small. This is gonna be let me think. So there are three cases. Uh okay, so let's differentiate based on the median guy first. Right. So if guy is bigger than equals to median, then in this case I wanted to insert it into the large guy, right? So large dot insert guy. Else small dot insert guy. Right. So we're inserting into the large and the small one based on sorry, it's not supposed to be based on the guy, right? And after insert, then we do the rebalancing of sizes as well as correcting the median, adjusting the median to be the correct guy. Right. So in this case, we want to always rebalance until x is bigger than equals to large. Right. So while small dot size is strictly less than large dot size. Hi, welcome, Yishuan. Uh, yeah. So while uh, while the small dot size is less than the large dot size, okay. So it's important to think about the edge case in this case, right? So it's suppose the two of them are equal, right? Suppose it's x and x. Then if the two of them are hi, welcome to the stream, Swaraj and Yishuan. Right. So if the two of them are the same size, so let's say x and x, right? We'll stop. Right. If let's say it's x and x plus one, then in this case, we want this will be the while loop will be true, right? The conditional while loop will be true. So after that, we shift one guy over, it'll be x plus one x, which is what we want, right? If it's x, let's say if it's 3 and 5, then when we shift one over, it's 4 and 4, right? So this while loop will keep on running until where when at the end of this, right? The I guess the invariant at this point would either be I I guess the invariant at this point will either be the sizes are either x and x respectively, or x plus 1 and x, right? Right. So I think it's important to, when you do the implementation, it's important to keep track of these invariants in your head, right? Um, yeah. So while the two sizes are unbalanced, in reality, we're only going to do at most like one insertion, but actually, wait, because it's going to be a one insertion, I think it's if will probably be sufficient, right? Because if we're always rebalancing it, yeah, I think we don't need a while, right? Just an if would do, right? So we want to say large dot smallest. So I say int temp equals to large dot smallest. So this is the guy that I'm going to move from the large to the small, to the median or the small, right? So there's actually going to be two cases here. If the temp is bigger than the median, and if and otherwise, so if temp is larger than median, then we actually want median to be equal to temp, right? The because it's kind of like how do I explain this? If the temp is larger than median, so let's say we have a case of 1, 2, 3, uh let's say we have a 4 here, and we have 6, 7, 8, and let's say we insert 10. Right? So this is a newly inserted guy. Now 10 kind of says like, oh, this is too squeezy. We're gonna push 6 out of the large guy, right? We're gonna push 6 out of it. And then now 6 needs to find a new home, right? And its new home can be either on the median throne, right? It can be either on the median throne or it can be in the left, the small bunch of huskies, right? So that's where we need to do this comparison. That's where we need to do this comparison. So if temp is okay, I'll call this evicted, right? Because that's kind of what that guy is, right? It's evicted from the largest the largest pack of huskies, right? The large pack of huskies, they're like, no, you're too tiny. Shoo, right? And then they bully the small guy, and small guy gets kicked out, right? Actually, wait, there's an important point here. Yeah, I'll get to it later, right? So, large dot pop, or remove smallest, right? So these are both in log n, right? These are in log n. These are operations that can be done in log n. And so the median is going to be the evicted guy, but not after we insert median, since the median is only a you can only a median can only hold one guy, so we're gonna need to insert the median to the small pack, right? The median guy needs to find a new home. Otherwise, we just do small dot insert the evicted guy. Okay, right? So there's an important point which I almost missed here, which is that suppose the guy I keep on inserting is tiny, right? So let's say I insert so in this case, the rebalancing only accounts for the fact that the large pack is too big, right? And it pushes guys to the small pack. But it misses out on the fact that the small pack could get too large in size, right? And then we need to evict guys from the small pack instead. So actually in this case, we're going to consider the case where else if small dot size. Notice that it's a else if, right? So um okay, it could be a if also. It's okay. Um small dot size insert a small tree. Yeah, I think what you described, what QK described is okay too, right? So in this case, I'm making the choice of inserting into. In this case, I'm making there's renovation going on. I hope that isn't too noisy. But in this case, I'm making the choice of inserting the guy into the packs their based on based on his number first, and then rebalancing the sizes. In my opinion, that's easier to reason about. But if you could have gone the other way around, you could have compared the sizes first, done the rebalancing first, and then kind of insert the guy, right? I think it's up to you. I'm gonna go with this approach, but yeah, thanks for the suggestion. This move ensures that the keys in small tree are all smaller than big sub 3 and at the same measure the both. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, thanks. Hi, welcome to the stream, Wayan. Okay, so if the small dot size is bigger than the large dot size minus one, right? So we actually want sorry, plus one, right? We actually need a plus one here because in the case where we are in this case, right, we do not, let's say at the end of this, right, the cases where we want rebalancing, so we do not want a case, in this case, there could be a potential case where it could be like x plus one, the sizes could be x plus one and x, right? And in this case, we do not want any rebalancing, right? Yeah. Then to find median, we just need to check the sizes of two trees. If the sizes are the same, we just find the max of the. Yep, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. In general, there's no one correct approach. As long as you are able to reason um it out with yourself, I think that's good enough for practice. Yeah. It doesn't even need to your answer doesn't even need to be fully correct, right? You just need to go through the thought process. I think that's the most important part. In evicted equals to small dot largest. Right? So we're going to get the smallest guy. We're going to evict him. Right? So if evicted, once again we go through the same exercise. If it's less than the median, then large dot insert the median. He dethrones the median. Then the median equals to evicted. Uh, else large dot insert evicted. Yeah, something like that, right? I think this is what my answer is probably going to be um, in the exam. And the benefit of this is that for the median, right? Dot dot median is just going to return median, right? Because we pushed most of the median logic into the add. So this can be achieved in O1, right? So I think that's yeah, I hope that kind of clarifies things. Um yeah, and I mean Husky, I think Max Husky, they're easy, right? So yeah, I think that I'm gonna end it here for this question, right? Not the stream. I'm gonna end it here for this question. Uh, any other questions regarding this question? I hope that answers your question, Raven, if you're still around. Yeah. And I'm gonna need to study AB trees now because I don't know what's going on in AB trees. I roughly know AB trees, but yeah. So let's take a look at AB trees. I'm trying to look for that one recitation where they go through AB trees. How do you know two trees method though? Um, I think it's I guess it kind of just I've seen questions that use this before. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I've heard of this problem before. So uh, yeah, I think that's the honestly it's just seeing enough questions. If you do enough lead code, I think it's quite a common technique. Um, so okay, let's take a look at AB trees. I'm gonna need to find the PDF. I'm going on Canvas right now. Um, need to do the stupid Microsoft Authenticator thing. It's actually really annoying. Okay, and let's see. Here. Okay. Oh no, this is not this, right? It's on cosmology, right? Oh yeah, thanks Raymond for the PDF. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's do this, and then we need to look at some B3 questions too. Uh, Let me do some research. Sorry, no, what am I saying? Let me find the paper. Yeah, so I think it was this that I looked at that has some AB3 questions. Or later, let's put this on our to-do list too. Right, the fruit jumble is a common question, so let's see how often it appears actually. Wow, it's appeared every year from almost every year, right? So I think we should really do it. Okay, let's do some AB3 questions. Yeah, on to AB3. Um, okay, I'm going to go by a DFS approach, meaning I'm going to look at the question first. I'm going to look at the question first, then I'm going to study AB3. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yep, sure. Oh yeah, the binary search tree questions are challenging as well. Uh, did I miss it? AB. Maybe not this year. Um, maybe this year. No? Ah, yes. Okay. So in 2023 paper has AB3. So let's take a look at the question first. We see what we need to know. Okay, so the highlights. So AB3, uh, okay, so these are some facts about AB3s. Um, Mutated AB3. Every node has a merge degree D, degree B, and so on. And these balanced BBST trees are AVR trees are tricky too, right? I feel. Um, yeah. The questions get harder as you go along. Or do you think they're more or less evenly spread out across the whole paper? Okay, so sorry if it wastes your time, but I actually need to revise AB3. I actually haven't learned AB3s yet. So let's take a look. Right, let's take a look at together. I'm so cool. I only know the names, but I didn't. Same. I was told that come. Google intern come. This is
Yeah,
yeah, he's intern at Google.
used to.
Used to.
Okay, let me go a bit.
Hey, come man, I need help man. You know what's an AB3 or not?
Maybe three.
Yeah,
A plus B equals C.
yeah, he's a funny guy. Um, how to get Google offer? Unfortunately he has left already, so maybe we can invite him back on stream next time. Okay. So motivate the design of an efficient data structure, blah blah. Okay, so B trees, right? Okay, so in binary trees, each node has at most two children, but this one can more than two children. Okay, so let me see the number of keys. Okay, I think this is a number to take note of, right? Um, these two numbers are numbers to take note of, and so what does the A and the B mean? Um, minimum and maximum number of children, right? So A and B are the minimum and maximum number of children. Okay. I do wonder whether That's would that lead to any issues when you do deletion? I'm thinking what if you delete an element and then I think you delete an element and then that causes one subtree to need to kind of move elements up. Okay, I'm not sure, but I guess it's kind of similar to BBST. Uh, oh well. Okay, and of course a leaf can't have any kind of any children. So key ranges. Yeah, so I think this kind of makes sense, right? This picture. So B trees are B and 2B. Uh, I why is it B? What is the minimum number of? Okay, so there's a 243. Okay, I guess what I'm curious about is uh okay, so if you insert, let's say the max 100 in this case, right? Is it gonna go? My question, I guess now is if we insert 100, is it gonna go? Uh, is it gonna be here 100, or is it gonna be, or is it going to be here 100? Right? Okay, in this case, because this has five children, we can't do that. So we need to actually insert it. If we insert 100, I'm guessing it's gonna go, or is it here? I don't know. You guys can educate me. Uh, okay, I remember the strategy merged with sibling mode. I think the minimum children is to ensure the height of the tree is small. Right. Okay. So the minimum children is to ensure the height of the tree is small. Okay. Yeah. So you want many children, so the height of the tree is small. That makes sense. Thanks for the motivation. I'm gonna scroll down from here. Take a look. I should have gone for this recitation, but I had work, so um, I guess I couldn't go. Uh, searching, right? Searching in okay. So let's take a look at searching operation. By definition, the three rules must hold before and after any operation. Okay, so yeah, so when insert thing, uh, yeah, okay, so we sometimes need to split large nodes into smaller ones, right? That's a it sounds important. Firstly, keys violating node Z are divided into two parts. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I guess this is a B tree, right? So I guess this is the part where you see if you divide it into two parts, the two parts will have roughly speaking size divided by two, right? So if you have a node with 10, let's say we're working with a something 9 tree, right? Then the moment you hit 10 nodes, the moment you hit 10 keys, sorry, the moment you hit 10 keys, um you want to split that node into the moment you hit 10 keys, you want to split into 5, is it? Um, I'm guessing. Uh, so find the median key. Okay, so let's say this is the violating node, right? So this is the violating node. We find the median key and we split it like this, right? And what happens next? Um, okay, so you create a new node like this, and I'm guessing you kind of do you link it up with the parent? No, you okay, I see. Okay. Ah, yes, you do. You do, you do. I remember push a key. Yeah, that works. Yeah, split the two notes, each 5 5. And yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a lag between the chat and me, but that seems to make sense, right? Okay, and I guess you kind of repeat, right? You rinse and repeat. So similar to when you insert, uh, uh, yeah, you have to rinse and repeat as you bubble up the tree. Oh, and one thing I guess is I don't think they mentioned it in this, but one good thing about B trees is that it's more cache local because you are storing the bunch of keys as a the thing about memory is that when you fetch a memory, you're kind of fetching entire line of memory, right? You it's more cache local. So you fetch an entire line of things. So essentially you fetch an entire vector at the same time, right? And that prevents you from jumping around in the heap too much. Yeah, thanks QK. Um yeah. So okay, so this seems to make sense. Um okay, so I think this also implies that something like a 110 tree is not possible, okay? I mean I mean wait, sorry. No. Something like an 810 tree is not, is it possible? Uh okay, I guess it's possible, but the time complexity could be bad. I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, B is the size of cache like great. Yep. Is I don't know, chat. Is this possible? 810 tree. Would it be bad? Because if you imagine you have 9 guys, right? Nine. And then you add one more guy, and now suddenly you need to, I mean, what do you even do at this point? Oh, so that's a condition. I see. Okay, that seems to make sense. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Come in. This is my neighbor, Chor. Yeah, who's studying 2040. Um, okay, sure. So root splitting. Okay, so all these proving stuff, okay, I'm gonna try to take a look at the questions. Other solutions? Wait, these don't have solutions. I thought I saw some which had solutions. I'm gonna need to refer to the ones that do have solutions. Let me just find it. If you guys have the solutions, please just drop it to me on Telegram too. Save a bit of time. Is it this? Oh, wait, the solutions are all the way at the bottom. Okay. And I'm gonna do the split screen thing again. Um, I guess I can open this. Ah, okay, so the question is, which are following are invariants of the AB tree? Um, and the answer to this is question 4D. Okay. So if they are siblings, height is defined in ABR tree. So a height of a single node is, um, let me just check the definitions. height of a single node is zero, okay? So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the height of a single node is zero. So yeah, so let's think. Which are following are invariance. Okay, so the only constraint on AVL3 is that the only constraint seems to be these, right? That's the policy, right? That's rule one. At least on the sizes, all leaf depths must be at the same depth from the root. Wait, that kind of answers our question, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So I think rule three makes sure that this is true. Because they must be of the same depth. So this is true because if all the leaf nodes are the same depth, then your siblings your siblings will definitely have the same height. I think it's isn't balanced because it fails to ensure all leaf nodes are the same level. Sorry, are you referring to uh 4E? Wait, I'll get to that soon. Okay, so okay, siblings and height is different too. That's correct too, right? This is a looser condition than I. If non-root node has height h, then the subtree rooted at h, rooted at u, contains at least a to the h nodes. That's true because uh, talking about at least, right? And it branches out, right? So the number of children is at least a, right? The number of children is at least a. Uh, okay, in the base case where h is zero, if a leaf node has height zero, then the subtree has uh a to the zero. I don't know. Is wait, there's a subtree as a oh is there SC2334 lecture today? My alarm just ran off. Let me ask my friends whether there's a ST2334. Uh um okay. Yeah, okay, so wait, I'm a bit confused. Can you guys help answer me if h equals to zero? The subtree rooted a subtree rooted there still has one node, right? So a to the h is equal to one, so we're fine, right? So it's at least one node, that's definitely true. So okay, so that's the base case. And in general, if you have if you have height h, then it'll definitely be a like this. Let's say a is 4, so it'll definitely be a or more. And then from there, each of them have if any one of them has something like that, then all of them will have to branch out also, right? Because we must have the rule three that all the leaf nodes must have the same depth. That puts a very strong constraint, right? If any one of it reaches out, then the whole bunch of them must then extend, right? And that would be true. So this will be 4 squared and so on. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay, so next one has height h. I think this clearly false, right? B to the h. I mean, if A is 4 and B is 100, right? That's clearly false. So yeah, I think this is good, right? New type of tree, mutated AB tree. Every node has degree at most B, and every leaf is the same distance from. Okay. So this essentially is taking away this is taking away the A-ness, right? It's taking away the A. The A is gone, right? The A constraint is gone. The A constraint. is gone, right? And in this case, balance means that the height is roughly all of log of the weight, right? Um, and this my understanding is that this actually applies to a class of binary trees, right? You only have big O notation when you have a class of binary trees. And in this case, if you have no lower bound on the number of children you can have, then we can have a property where, yeah, let me see what you wrote in the chat. I think it isn't balanced because it fails to ensure all leaf nodes are the same level. Oh, wait, what? Wait, but isn't this a thing? Isn't every let me highlight it? Don't they say this? Uh, huh. Oh, okay. I'm inclined to think that the height could be small, but actually I'm a bit confused. Every node has a most degree and most beam. Oh, I see, I see. Only when there's only one leaf node. Ah, okay, I understand, I understand. So you're describing the case where, uh, roughly speaking, wait. So the line is actually a case, right? Because every leaf node has the same. Right. So if we take away the property that there's a the A constraint is gone, then you can have zero children, right? So you can have like like yeah, you can have just one child like this. Yeah, and that's the case. So it's not always balanced. Great, thanks. Um, are there other AB3 questions? Let me see. I'm a bit concerned about AB3, honestly. Oh, invariance for AB3. Okay, this is question four. Oh no, that's yeah. The I'm gonna look through the other papers real quick and make sure that I didn't miss out a bunch of I just yeah, I wish I had answers to the recitation. Didn't really have the time to go. No, there's no AB3 here. Is it a recent addition? Why do they not have a oh, okay, there's one here. Which recurrence relation best describes the cost of inserting uh a key into an AB tree, right? So this is going to be um why is the rendering a bit off? Uh it's a bit blurry, but it's okay. Uh assume that okay, B is bigger than 2A. Uh okay, so B is bigger than 2A. Okay, thanks for joining the stream. You can drop me a text on Telegram. I want to know who you are. Uh yeah, who is QK? We're going this weekend I might not be around. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Just drop me a text on Telegram. Thanks for joining the stream. Uh, best describes the cost of. Oh, hi, see. Nice. Cool. Okay, so Best describe the cost of searching for a key in AB tree. Um, what is C? For something constant C. So if we search, I'm gonna say it's probably option one. Which question is this? It's option 3C. 3C? No? Question 3C. Cost of searching. Yeah, option one, I guess. This one. Any other AB3 questions? I don't think so. I think that's about it. Yeah, so yeah, so let's take a look at let's take a look at let's take a look at binary search again. Uh Actually, yeah, I'll just look at honestly I'll just look at I, I'm gonna look at the sorting stuff again. Um I keep on getting those wrong. So that's one concern of mine, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna look for I'm gonna try to understand the invariance. Okay, so this is the answers. Let's take a look, right? So bubble sort can be recognized by noticing that if you are halfway through, bubble sort will have the last few guys being quite sorted, right? So in this case, let's try to identify bubble sort, right? So in this case, we have the sorted ones are roughly speaking like this, right? So we look at what matches, right? So in this case, let's look at bubble sort first. So we're focusing on bubble sort, right? We see that this is not the case because it's not. This is also not because Apple is here. This is not. Okay, so that narrows it down to these two, right? We see that this matches for the last three. Uh, and yeah, okay, so bubble sort is either D or E, right? And in this case, um, we can find where Apple goes to. So we see Apple is here, right? The only reason why Apple has gone here is because bigger stuff have bubbled to the top, right? Causing the Apple to be kind of displaced, right? Whereas you see for E, bubble is all the way up here. Apple is all the way up here, which is indicative that it's not bubble sort. So bubble sort must be D, right? And let me just check the answer. Column D is in fact uh what? Okay, I was wrong. Um, the bubble sort is B. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong solutions. Silly me. Okay, so let me open the right solutions. Okay, so back to this. Let's look at the correct solutions this time. Okay, and look at the solutions. And D is in fact bubble sort, right? Okay. So yeah, so that's how we can identify bubble sort. I think it's easier if you I think it's easier if you look at the I think it's easier if you look at all the sorts and try to match them to the data rather than look at the data and try to match them to the sorts. Right? Because yeah, because if you go through all the data, you kind of look at you kind of think need to think like what kind of invariants are there and so on. I don't know. In my mind, it's easier to look at the various algorithms and try to match them to the data instead. Okay, so selection sort. Let's take a look at selection sort next. So selection sort once again, it'll take in each iteration, each of the n iterations, you'll take the largest, you'll take the smallest one and put it in where it belongs, right? So in this case, basically it needs to match on the first few, right? But we need to be a bit careful here. It might look quite similar to insertion sort, right? So you see that this matches quite a lot. Banana is clearly not it, so this is not apple, cherry, banana. This isn't it. Unless we only this could be it. I'll leave it blank for now. It's not it. This could be it. Because you kind of match with here. Uh, and this is not it also, right? So I guess our candidates are A, B. Sorry. Our candidates are A, C, and our candidates are A, C, and E. Yeah. Okay. So let's we don't know. We need to eliminate the rest option first. Rest of the options first, right? So it could be either of these three. We don't really know. Okay, we can actually identify it to be A because we see that when we swap when we look at where A displays, it displays elderberry, right? And elderberry became here. So it's actually very strongly A. It's very strongly A. But um yeah, so actually it's A. We do have enough information to identify that as A. Okay, so let's take a look at insertion sort next. Okay, so we know that this is D, this is A. Okay, and let me just check the answer real quick. Yeah, it's A. Okay, so insertion sort, it selects things. Sorry, for each guy, it goes down the array and it tries to insert it into where it belongs, right? So you're finding that invariant for insertion sort means that the first few elements need to be sorted, but it does not necessarily need to follow the exact sorted array, right? So you just need to make sure that you see that this is sorted. Okay, this can be a candidate for insertion sort, right? This is also sorted. It can be a candidate for it. Um, yeah. So okay. So I think more importantly, you need to find. You need to look at the first few guys and see what subarray matches to. So insertion sort is kind of like sorting a subarray, right? Like you need to find a subarray of this starting from the start that is fully sorted among themselves, right? So in this case, if it's apple, apple is all the way here. So there's no way that okay, so I think the algorithm to think about this is to look at each guy and see where he belongs in the original array. And then must make sure from the start to that guy, they need to be all sorted. So for example, apple is here, that implies that the whole array must be sorted. In this case, it's not true, right? Next we see banana. Banana is all the way here. And that implies that the whole subarray here must be sorted. Is it sorted up to here? The answer is no, right? It's not sorted up to there, right? So honeydew isn't even here, right? So I don't think this is true. It's not because apple is here. Okay, then we see banana. Banana once again maps to here. We see that D is quite nicely sorted. But we could be wait, B, E, F, G, H. Okay, we could be making a mistake here, right? We need to be careful. Actually, no. Wait, no. Um, okay, so B, we have uh, we have B here. We have B here. The eraser is bugging out. Okay, the pen is broken, but we have B. B is here. B is inserted correctly. Guava. Where's orange? I don't think D is already bubble sort anyway. Um, okay, this is certainly not I think I need to refresh page. Okay, certainly not so anyway we said that it's not A, it's not B, it's not C, it's not D. Could be A is E is definitely not it also. And we see that this is the perfect candidate, right? Because banana is here and all these four elements are sorted, right? They are all sorted up to here, right? Honeydew is also inserted in the right place. Imbi, mango. So imbi is up to here. Mango, papaya, jackfruit. And it seems like it has sorted all the way. So we see that B, E, F, G, H, I. It has been sorted all the way. If we try to scan through and roughly figure it out, it's roughly sorted up to here, right? I think this is where it stops. Right? Jackfruit is should be H, I, J, should be here, but it hasn't inserted it yet. Um, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yeah. So this previously was D. And we said that this was A and this is F, right? So let's take a look. F no, I'm wrong. Okay. Uh D is correct. Selection sort is A. Oh, it's actually B. I'm a bit confused. Um why is why is it why is F why is why is why is insertion sort F? By Raven, yeah. Why is insertion sort F? I'm a bit confused. No, sorry, why is it not F? Why is it B? Why is it B? Hmm. Oh, I guess my thinking is a bit off. Yeah, yeah, no, my thinking is a bit off. Let's try again, right? Let's try again. Let's. So it's actually not uh okay, I guess the correct way to think about it is to go through these bunch of stuff and find a point where it's all sorted before it, right? So in this case, for for column A to be sorted by insertion sort, Apple will need to be the guy who is inserted, right? We need to reach here, which means that we need to have sorted the whole array, which is false, right? Because it didn't actually sort the whole array. So this is not it. Um, for for the next guy, we can kind of try to scan linearly. We can roughly see that elderberry is no orange, that guava, honey, banana, honeydew. Honeydew and before, is it all sorted? I think the cutoff point for this is honeydew, right? It's honeydew. Oh, sorry, it's actually it's probably mango. No, actually, it's probably way further than that. It's probably the cutoff point here is actually quite okay. I think I'm gonna rethink about it. I'm gonna think about it from a different perspective. I think the way to identify insertion sort is that I need to compare the back elements, right? So if I want to identify insertion sort, I need to compare the back elements. I see where it matches the original guy. So in this case, we see that it matches the original guy all the way up to here. Right? It matches all the way up to here. So Okay, so the next guy, you see that it matches all the way up to here, right? It matches all the way up to here. The next one it matches, and all the guys beforehand are sorted, right? B, E, G, H, O, I order. Um, the next one would be C, right? So C we see it matches all the way, it matches the unsorted array all the way up to here also. No, sorry, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It matches the unsorted array up to here, right? Matches nothing. D matches the unsorted array up to here also matches nothing. E also nothing. F is matches up to here, right? Around here? Yeah. Uh yeah, and then we check whether the F is sorted up here. So you see that actually for B and F are candidates, right? So this is D, A, this could be B, could be F. So we actually don't know. Um yeah, between B and F, if we just look at insertion, if we don't have other algorithms here, we actually cannot distinguish B and F, right? We actually cannot distinguish them because they are both sorted, right? H I J K L M N A B C D E F G H I. Oh no. Orange is outlier, right? Orange is weird. A B C D E F G H I J K. Yeah, orange. So that eliminates F, right? So okay, so to reiterate the past three ones, bubble sort, we compare the last few elements, right? Bubble sort, we compare the last few elements. Uh, sorry. Bubble sort, we look at, so bubble, we compare the partially sorted one with the sorted array, right? The last few elements of the sorted array. For selection sort, we we look at the first few guys, right? Compare the first few guys with the sorted array. For insertion, we compare the last few guys, the post array, the end, the array up to the end of the unsorted one, right? Um, then for merge sort, we need to find for merge sort is a bit trickier, right? Merge sort we need to cut the array in half, right? So we need to cut the array in half and half and half and half and half to see how much is sorted, right? So I think the trick for merge sort will probably be to first identify the middle point. So I think among here, if I eyeball it, it should be here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so just nice, it's 16 elements. It cuts here. Um, and we see how much of it is sorted, right? So we'll recurse first on the left. So okay, so when we cut here, for merge sort, we need to make sure that there's no cross. We divided the group into two already, right? And if if there's any cross pollination of sorts, if there's any crossing of this boundary, if any elements here have come here, then we need to, if any elements has crossed over, then the whole thing must be sorted, right? And then we kind of rinse and repeat, right? So we see that this in the first case, guava came from above, right? Guava came from above, and cherry also came from below. So that means there's crossing between the two, and we want to check whether the whole thing is sorted. And in this case, the whole thing is not sorted, right? So this cannot be it. Can't be A. Next guy, right? We see that from here to here, is there any cross no, there's no crossing, which means that we can cut here, right? We can cut here and see whether there's any crossing. So this is orange is a crossing, right? Orange has crossed over from unsorted to, we cut here, right? Orange has crossed over from the top half to the top quarter to the second quarter. And the whole array here is not sorted yet, right? B, E, G, H, I, J, K. I is before. I is after O. So B cannot be it either. Next one. We cut here. We see that is there any crossing? Um, apple is a crossing, but the whole thing is not sorted, so it can't be C either, right? Next one we cut here. Apple, no. Banana. Uh, is there any crossing? Kiwi is a crossing. Kiwi cross over from the top half to the bottom half, so but it's not sorted, so no. Next one. Apple is a crossing. Yeah. Okay, lastly F. Cut here. We see that there's actually no crossing, right? Yeah, there's no crossing over. So this is a hard barrier, right? None of them pass through, right? And likewise here, um, then we can check, we can recurse, right? So we check here, right? So here we check here. Is there any crossing? There hasn't been any crossing, right? BEGO is a sorted version of EOGB, and likewise here, right? So we will check recursively. Is there any crossing? There is a crossing. Banana crossed over from the second eight to the first eight, right? Uh, yeah, so there is a crossing, but in fact it is sorted, right? So that's an acceptable thing, right? And I guess we can check the subarray here also. And is there any crossing? Mango crossed over HIJKLMNOP. So HIMP is a sorting of HMP, HMIP, right? So HIMP is a sorting of HMIP. Wait, what? HIMP is a sorting of HMIP. So we see that F corresponds to merge sort. Okay. Yeah. So quick sort. First element pivot. So I think this should be the invariant. The looking at the data, how we can figure this out is by looking at the pivot, right? So elderberry should be the pivot. So if I identify elderberry in all of them, elderberry here, uh, elderberry here, elderberry here, elderberry here, elderberry where's here and here. You see that C is the only column where it matches where it's sorted, right? So yeah, so C is the only possible option, right? So C is this, and none of the above. This is where I guess elimination comes in useful, right? Because now A, B, C, D, E, we see that E is corresponding none of them. So yeah, and that is in fact the answer, right? So um yeah, I think matching the algorithm to the data is way easier than matching the data to the algorithm. So you look at the algorithm and then you find the corresponding data. Right, so that I think that roughly wraps it up for um I'm just for good measure I'm gonna look at another let me see, have I done this? I'm gonna look at the 2021 one um because I haven't done that paper. Yeah, this one is the one 2021 solutions. Hey man, I watched a podcast really. Hey, welcome to the stream, Ahan. Thanks. I'm glad you liked my physics podcast. I'm glad you like my physics podcast. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I'm streaming computer science now though because I'm studying for my exam. So sorry if it's not content that you are particularly interested in. But yeah, I'm glad you liked my podcast with the in the my collaborator. Yeah, some invisible mechanics or something. Right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not teaching physics here. Uh, Studying for computer science. You'll be taking CS. Oh, that's great. That's great. Then I hope that you find this stream useful. Um, okay, I'll be looking at 2021's paper. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, so let's look at the answers. Okay, let's try to refrain from looking at the answers first, right? Perhaps we can purely look at the okay, so I've gone through previously I went through it slowly. I'm gonna try to speed run it now at like pretending it's exam conditions. Um, yeah, so bubble sort. Okay, so I'm not going to narrate as much, so it might be boring, but bubble sort. Where's the sorted parts? So, no, not A. This, B. C, no, D, no, E. F. Selection sort. Selection sort must look at the selecting elements to put at front, so must compare to first sorted guys. Okay, so maybe it's C. I think it's C. Could be C. Asia Gold got swapped with Golda. Hania is in the middle, so I'm gonna guess it's C. Insertion sort. We're taking guys and inserting it, but the later part of the array is probably should be untouched. So what matches? What matches? This matches up to here. Theta, Bri. Okay, this matches up to here. And are the guys before it sorted? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. No, O comes before M, right? So it's not A. We eliminated B and C already, so you can look at D. Um, there will be no E matches up to matches up to here. C G J K C H I J K L C H I C A B C D F G C E A B C D E F G H I J K. So I think this is E. Merge sort. So merge sort, we must look at the middle guy. Must split it in the middle. Uh, and see whether there's any crossovers, right? So we have identified, narrowed it down to. Okay, I'm gonna look at a quick sort because that's probably easier to. No, actually not really. I'm gonna look at merge sort then. So this is where it splits. Is there any is there any crossover? No crossover, but the latter part is suspiciously sorted. Um, B, C don't need. E, maybe let's look at D, right? So this is there any crossover? Yes, there is. B crossed over, and the whole thing is not sorted, so it's not D, right? So that probably means it's F. If I split here, is there any crossover there? Giles were crossed over. Huh. Wait, I'm actually a bit confused because it seems like none of them are sorted. Hold on, maybe it's back. Let's go back to A, right? Maybe I looked at it wrong. Yeah, wait, actually, there's no crossover for A. I was tripping. Um, yeah, there wasn't any crossover for A. Right? I think I was tripping. C, so then we split it here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Then O. Okay, so I think this is A. Right? And lastly, quick sort. We look at the pivot element, go down, and see where it belongs here. And in this case, it's D and F matches. We need to narrow down further. So after sorting this one, so we'll have split it accordingly. And the first element in the um, I guess what is meant to be written is that Gora is a split. Then we look at the first subarray. You can't repeat the process, right? But it's tricky here because if Goda was a split, then maybe we look at K is above G, right? So E F G A B C D F G H I J K. No, K is after. So there'll be this guy is weird, right? Because yeah. So we look at Goda and we look at who is before it, and K is before G is wrong, right? So this means that this must be F, and then this must be D, right? So let's compare our answers. Um, merge sort, correct. Uh, B is bubble, correct. C is selection, correct. None of the above is D. E is E is insertion. F is quick, and yeah, so that works out, right? So yeah, so that's how I guess that's how you do this question quickly. Do you guys want another example? Oh, there's four people watching now. If you guys want another example, please just holler. If not, I'm going to actually start looking at other questions. In fact, I'm probably just going to do this paper. Yeah, let's take a look at this paper since we're already done with the first few parts. Right, asymptotic analysis, titles bound. Okay, so in order to prevent myself from accidentally looking at answers, I'm going to do it first, and then I'm going to scroll down and see the answers. I'm going to do a bunch of questions. I guess I'm going to do finish Q2, and I'm going to look at the answers. Titles possible bound. So there's a square root n here. Uh, okay, so this is square root n log square n. This is log cube n. Polynomial is always bigger than log, so we don't care about this, right? So it's square root n. So that definitely eliminates all of these, right? N log square n, that's an option. And I think this is tight spot, right? So I'm gonna guess this is 5. Um, O means it must be below it, right? Well, if it's theta, that means it must be below and above, right? So I think this narrows it down to 5. Yeah. So this one, exponential is always this case. It's off by just a constant factor. So this is true. 2 to the 3 log base 3, that's equivalent to 2 to the log base 2 over log base 3, which if you think about it, 2 to the log 2, so this is 2 to the log 2 to the 1 over log 3, right? 2 to the log 2 is just itself. So this is log base 3 of n. Wait, no, sorry, did I mess it up? Log base 3 of, no. So this is should be, is it this? Wait, sorry. Log rules math. I can't believe I'm searching this. Log base change. I kind of forgot. Log. Yeah. So the guy here is in a denominator. So I'm not tripping, right? Oh wait. I am tripping. Sorry about this. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been touching math actually. Okay, my thing is broken again. My pen is broken again. So I'm gonna need to open Notepad. Okay, so log base 3 of n equals to log base 2 of n. Sorry. It must be the same base, right? So log base 2 of n over log base 2 of 3, right? So yeah, okay. So this is in fact on. Right? So this is true. I can't I'll just highlight then. This is true, right? Because yeah, it's true. Okay, suppose f is between G and H, right? Then which of the following statements is true? It's possible that H is theta G of. I think this is true. I think it's true. I think it is possible. It's always the case that H is. Uh, yes. I think that's true. It's always the case that H is. I think that's false, right? So I think the option is statement two. Okay, so let's just compare my answers. Titles bound, in fact, is ON. Okay, I'm wrong for that. Oh, wait, sorry, this is not bounded above, it's actually bounded below. So, wait, am I tripping? Oh, wait, sorry, I'm gonna redo all of this. I mistook ON for the upper bound when it's actually wait no, it is the upper bound, right? Uh, uh, uh 7. Why do I have two answers? What is the ON? Is a oh yeah, it is ON. My bad, my bad. Yeah, it is ON because yeah, so this I tripped up. This should be ON. Um okay, then the next one is false. Oh man. 3 to the n is e to the 3 to the n is equals to 2 to the log base 2 of 3 to the n, which is equal to 2 to the n to the log base 2 of 3. Okay, I guess it's different then, yeah. This is really going really badly for me, but I guess it's better learned here than in the exam. Yeah, okay, I guess this makes sense, right? We wouldn't say that this is a bigger this exponent is bigger than 1. We wouldn't say that like x to the 1 is equals to x to the 1.3, right? Like this is clearly bigger. So this is false, right? So this is false. Uh, and the next one, if I remember correctly, I put actually I might want to go back on answers now. I think it's false now. Um, it's n to the something, right? N to the something, so it's false. Wait, what is true? I'm actually so confused. Wait, this was what was my working? It was log base uh log base 2 of n to the 1 over log base 2 of 3. Oh, wait, this is a denominator. Right? This is a denominator. So, yeah, so it's false. Because this actually, roughly speaking, n to the 0 point, maybe like 0.9 something, 0 point something, that's the point, right? So it's actually, the left hand side is actually grows slower than ON. Wait, no, but isn't that true then? Log base 2 or 3. Log base 2 of 3 is bigger than 1, right? So log base 2 or 3 is bigger than 1. Yeah, it's bigger than 1. So shouldn't it be? Left hand side is roughly n to the 0 point something, which is ON, right? Oh, wait, yeah, it is true. Wait, what am I? Yeah, it is true. Okay. Okay, I should really, uh, yeah, anyway, the next part should, as I said, it should be statement I and I. Okay, at least I got that. Um, okay, and on to the next question. Solve the recurrence relation T of n less than T of C. So this is, I think this is log n. All right. Which algorithm has this time complexity? Uh, best described. Okay, I think it's because it's strictly less than, right? Because it's strictly less than, I'm gonna guess quick select. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it could be binary search, could be quick select, but I'm gonna guess quick select. Because it says best described, right? So I'm guessing it's quick select. This one we kind of went through it just now. Um, for searching a key, it's gonna be this one, right? Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, okay, all log n is correct. Oh, it's binary search. Wait, what is quick select again? I thought quick select had a chance of being. Let me revise the quick select algorithm. And now the quick selection tool, the quick selection algorithm. Oh wait, okay, I actually didn't. I was tripping, I guess. Uh, wait, what? Selection algorithm, okay, and then case almost. Wait, yeah, what am I even on? It's clearly binary search. Okay. I'm really scared of being careless in the exams. Things like that. Like when you kind of know, but then you don't really know. So I guess I'll do more papers probably helps. Okay, so loopy loop calls with a minus one. So if we stop with b is one, right? So there's some kind of log b behavior here. And each iteration we do a, right? A elements, and then a decreases by one each time. Right? So roughly speaking, this should be with n and n. I think it's n log n. I'm gonna guess n log n. Okay, next question. Next question is going to be double twist, right? So we call double twist of n. It calls twist with okay, sure. So the relation roughly looks like t of n is equals to two times I guess f of n over two, and where f is a twist, right? And this is t, and f calls double twist with b over two. So f of n is equals to 2 times t of n over 2. Right, so you kind of just substitute it into itself. It stops when n is 1. So I think the time complexity of this is theta of n, right? Probably. Yeah, it's probably theta of n, I'm guessing. Okay, Husky. Uh, Recall the problem of sorting a binary array by reversing segments of the array. Okay, okay. So we do a divide and conquer, right? And we sort. The idea is that we sort the beginning at the end, and we reverse. If we sort the beginning and the end, it'll be like 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1, and then we can do like so it'll be like 0 0 1 1 1, then be like 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1, right? And then we do a reverse on this. But why do they do reverse with the entire array? I'm not sure. Uh, Yeah, isn't that a bit wrong? Uh, I'm quite sure is this a typo? I don't know. Um, I actually don't know. Anyway, assuming that this implementation is correct, I don't see why. Okay, so assuming this implementation is correct, what's the cost of the algorithm? Hmm. Okay, so suppose that the base case we have one and zero, right? So this requires one cost of one, right? Um, and that will require a swap. So for every one before a zero, okay, so let's think of the worst case possible. The worst case possible, because it's big O notation, right? Let me think of the worst case possible. So it's 1 0. Is it 1 0 1 0 1 0? I'm gonna guess that the worst case is 1 0 1 0 1 0, right? Um, and we sort the first one will be 0 1, and we sort the second one will be 0 1. And we need to do this guy, uh, 0 1 0 1. We swap these two, so it'll be 0 0 1 1, and then this will be 0 0 1 1. You just do these two, right? So I think that's the worst case. That will at least give us a upper bound. Might not be the worst case, but could be a. Okay, so in this case, at this level we need cost of 4, right? At this level we cost of 2, this level cost of 1. So the number of I think it's clear from this that is ON1. I think from this is clear as ON1. Uh, how do you put a bound on it though? I'm gonna guess that this is. The thing is that in this case we only care about the cost, right? Like the cost is defined by the movement of the ones, not so much of the. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's ON1. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see. This is probably gonna be last question I'm gonna go through. Gotta go for dinner soon. That's not right. Yeah. Uh, okay, okay, let's check the answers for Q4. Let's check the answers for Q4. First one is n log n. No, first one is ON. Why? Why is it ON? It stops at B goes to 1, right? Oh, okay, okay. It stops at B goes to 1. It doesn't print out. Yeah, okay. So the first one should be ON. Right. Yeah, because it only happens here, right? Otherwise, The rest of is all log n plus n, right? Okay, so that's a mistake on my part. The second one should be 4b is on. Okay, I got it right. Right, so this is correct. And the last one is n1 log n. Oh, why? Mm, this is tricky. Why is it n1 log n? Yeah, I guess it's a bit tricky. I'm not sure why this is n1 log n. Uh, is my worst case the worst case? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask my TA. We can KIV this question. Yeah. Honestly, I can't think of a worst example. Yeah, I'm gonna ask my TA. I have a bit more time, maybe just one more question. Okay, so I have a load balancing problem. Oh wait, no. This is okay. Of course, there's a curse of every time I ask a question, I always figure out what's wrong with it. The reversal for okay, so actually I understand now. The cost I analyzed over here is wrong, right? This is straight up wrong. This costs this costs four, and this costs four as well, because sorry, this costs two. This technically costs two, and this one also costs two, and this one we swap that guy. Okay, this one costs four, right? This one costs four because one, two, three, four. Then this one would cost two, and this will cost two. I didn't really unrelated, but sport results came out. Managed to get. Are you Matthew? Oh, actually, can you drop me a text on? I would like to get to know you. Drop me a text on TCH. I 1000. Just yeah. Are you one of the? I know the people from from RI who went, but I saw the name list, so I'm just kind of curious which one who you are. Yeah. So we'll be glad to talk to you online. So feel free to drop me a text, Telegram. Is yeah, I can try to answer your questions from there. Congrats though, congrats. Yeah. Okay, so back to this question. Uh, back to this question. Um, Yeah, so it's 422, and it's gonna be, if you extend it, it's probably gonna be this way all the way, right? So the first iteration is gonna take, if in this case, if there's n ones, the first iteration is gonna take n1, second iteration is gonna take n1 over 2, n1 over 2, n1 over 2, all the way up, right? It's log n levels. So I think the answer is, that's why it's n1 log n, right? Yeah, so all that I need to clarify is whether this is a typo. And that should be great. Yeah, I'm glad, hello, I'm glad that my resources have helped you. So yeah, but do reach out. I'm curious to get to know more about your story. Yep. So okay, so I guess this will be the last question I'm doing for today before I end the stream. Um, I have a load balancing problem, P servers and T tasks to solve. Hash function, T, okay, simple uniform. So this kind of like a map, right? I guess. What's the expected number of tasks? So expected roughly is like, it's not the worst case, but uh so the expected number of tasks, if the hashing function is roughly uniform, it should be P over T, right? Um yeah, I don't think, am I thinking this too deeply? I don't think there is it should be, sorry, T over P, right? It should be T over P. Yeah, I could be wrong, but let's try. Which is not property of properly balanced AVR tree. The half the leaf is zero. That's always true, right? Height of node is always one less than height of the parent. That's also always true. Height of a tree is less than number of nodes. That's also always true, right? U and V have the same parent, then height difference is less equals to one. That's also true. If the same grandparent, I'm gonna guess is six. I could be wrong. No. Okay, assume that the partitioning is the standard in place partitioning. The following values have been used for pivot. So, okay. So which could have been used? So the pivot is the one where if that one is the pivot, then all the things before it must be less than it, and all the things after it must be bigger than it. So 4 cannot be the pivot. 17 cannot because 4 is after it. The 23 cannot. Actually 23 cannot because 19 is after it. Right? So 3, we don't even need to think about it. So once we see 23, right, actually we can jump to the next highest element, right? So let's see 25. 25 can be the pivot, right? So I think the answer is going to be 4. Yeah, consider the following AVR tree. Uh, Previous operation inserted the node G, which triggered a double rotation. Which node was the grandparent of G after it was inserted and before the rotations was performed? So I think okay, so it triggered a double rotation. Um, so it means that If it's a double rotation, uh, A B C D F G H. Yeah, I don't really know. Um, okay, if it ended up as a leaf, that must imply so that there are four types of tower rotations, right? Left, right, 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 left, right. I mean left, right, right, left, 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 and right, right, right. So if it's ended up here, it means that it must have been if it ended up at the left side of this guy, that means that um the last rotation, so out of the two rotations, the last rotation must be a left rotation, right? You cannot possibly rotate. Okay, when you insert a guy, um, and he unbalances the tree, you always rotate it so that if you insert a guy he unbalances the tree, you always rotate it such that he um okay, so let's suppose let's say I have a tree here, which is like this. Let's say it's like this, and I inserted a guy here, right? This is a newly inserted guy, and he unbalanced the tree, right? Then that will probably mean that I need to do a, r- a left, left, right? But my question is, after that, where did the node end up? If he's the biggest guy, he will end up as the biggest guy there too, right? Because after the rotations, there's no way. Okay, so I think there's a few things that you can observe about this tree. The fact that G is the smallest guy in the right subtree implies that if you guys can help me out here, I'm kind of confused. Yeah, I don't really know how to do this. Am I missing something? If okay, maybe the question I should ask is at which level did the last rotation happen? If the last rotation happened, uh, or maybe the question I should be asking is, what are the invariants that what are the invariants of rotation, right? Like could be just I, right? Is it what are invariants? Okay, so ABR three. Let's look at ABR three rotations. Okay, so there's various rotations, right? There's a right-left rotation. So like in this case, we do a right and then we do a left. In this case, the grandparent of B, uh, yeah, what are the invariants of rotation? You look at cheat sheets to see if there's anything helpful. Okay, I gotta go real soon. Okay, I'm gonna KIV this question. Okay, I'm gonna try this question for like one more minute. So if it's a balance, then you do a right rotate. If it's left heavy, you do a right rotate. Uh, okay, so if it's balanced, I don't know. Wait, why when it's balanced, why do you need to do a right rotate? I'm a bit confused. Okay. They're saying if the L and M are balanced, then you do a right rotate. If the L and M are left heavy, you do a right rotate. If you do okay, yeah, understand. If the L and M is right heavy, then you do a left right. Okay, I understand now. Uh, okay, so I think how do I reason about this? Okay, if it ends up balanced, that probably means that I mean, if the end up the D and the I sub trees are if they end up the same height, does that mean that okay, we know there's a double rotation, right? So out of the double rotations, if you look at it must have meant something like that, right? Um, you see that C is of height. This is of height K and this is of height K. So if it's a double rotation, that must have meant that I'm really having difficulty wrapping my head around this. Do you guys want to lend in a bit of hand? Seven people watching. I do not know what's wrong. I can't find out the answer. So what does the tree look like? Yeah, I actually do not know this. Okay, I'm just gonna check my answers for the previous two. And I'll call it a day. I got to go soon. TOP is correct, and no, two is a thing. Okay, this one at least is 25. I do not know why that one is. Okay, so why is it two? Why is this two? Uh, the height of a node is always one less than the height of its parent. Uh, well, am from? Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys next